Hi. I've missed you. I hope you missed me. Sorry if I'm talking like super low. I'm at a coffee shop right now and I'm trying to respect everybody's space while also taking up space. And yeah, pretty much. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you have been taking care of yourself. Um, Yeah, I'm so happy to be back. I feel like every time I take like at least a week, I'm just like, oh my God, it feels like forever. And prior to getting on here, prior to making this video, I had a conversation with my friend Shalia, and we spoke a lot about taking up space. And I think that this time being or just being alive at this moment is so like wow, like so many things are happening, and I think that is very easy for things to feel like overwhelming, but all these changes that have been happening are for the sake of your well-being, for the sake of your victory, for your triumph, for your winning season. And take this as a confirmation that you will be winning. Take this as a confirmation that you're on the right path. Yeah. I really was didn't I really didn't have like a set like topic that I wanted to talk about. I think that my conversation with my friend Shalia kind of like set the tone for what has been happening. And I think I can only speak from my experience, of course. I think that, first of all, I do want to say that I'm happy that you're back here. I am happy that you keep coming back here. And I'm super proud of myself for believing in myself to even continue to keep coming back here and keep speaking to you guys in a way that I hope just resonates and leaves some type of fulfillment. But let's get into it because there's been some tea happening. Okay, so we literally, okay, peep the swoop, because I don't even know why my hair started doing this today. But literally, once I started doing my hair, the swoop just came and I couldn't undo it. So I just left it like that. So shout out to Swoop. I want to talk a little bit about taking up space and allowing yourself to take up space. Stop downplaying yourself. I want you to know that in this chapter, I've definitely been a lot more disciplined with myself. I've taken my routine very seriously. I've taken my health very seriously, my studies very seriously, my success in general, my life very seriously. And I think that it's such a beautiful place to be in. I think that I think being here, being in this place, and feeling the way that I feel at the moment is something that I've always wanted to feel, and a place where I've always wanted to be in. If that makes sense. Eating better has definitely helped me so much, in kind of just remembering who I am. Recently, one of my friend Shalia, I keep mentioning Shorty, like, shout out Shalia, bro. Go in the comments and literally put down there, be like, shout out Shalia, because shout out Shalia, like, that's a reflection for sure. She is, yeah, she has recently uploaded a video, and she was speaking about remembrance. And I think that that's the season that I'm in right now. I think remembering who I am and not being afraid. I think once the Lionsgate portal opened and it was like right on the 8th of August. I wrote a list down of so many things that I wanted to let go of. One of them being just like my inconsistency and my impatience, and just not being aligned or feeling like I can't take up space. And I made it my mission to take up space. And I'm so happy that I'm doing that. I've been really consistent, and it'd be so crazy because like going through a significant change like the one that I'm in at the moment, where it's like my routine is built, or it's like getting to the place where I've wanted to be. It's like I have so much control. I have so much gratitude. I'm so grounded, and I'm I've never seen myself here. Like I've never experienced myself in this way. And I think that sometimes it can create that how do I say it? It kind of can create that space where I'm almost looking at myself from the outside, almost from the outside looking in, almost as if I'm not in this body, because it's like I've never been here, but I've been here. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't, going back to Shalia's YouTube video, she had mentioned, she was talking about the book. I forgot the title of the book, but it was by Alice Walker. Also, I have read this Substack post, and the girl was basically mentioning the fact that, she made a question of when did black people in the diaspora, of course, kind of forgot and lost, quote unquote, lost their power. And I think that there's so many things that play into it, which is, obviously the things that the government and society has placed in our neighborhoods, in our roots. They have completely fed us lies and bullshit. And apart from us, intaking all these foods that are not making us clear enough to speak and to remember. I think remembering is the most important part. I think you already know who you are. You already know who you are, and deep down, you know where you need to go. I think that once you get to a certain, girl, I'm just channeling. It's just a flow. It's a constant flow. Whatever I'm saying right now, it's literally coming out of my brain like shh, like a flow of things. But I feel like the the way to a better life is remembering. I made the comment earlier to Shalia about once you know you forgot, or that you've forgotten, it's like, what do you do next, right? You go ahead and you try to remember the greatness in you, you know? And of course, it takes a lot. I think that at this point in my life, I've given myself permission to exist. I've given myself permission to exist. And whatever that may look like. I'm somebody who has a lot of interest, a lot of thoughts. I'm very multifaceted in the way that I be, and just my being in general. And the time is now. The time is but literally no better time. I'm able to tell myself I'm gonna wake up at 5 in the morning, and at 5 in the morning I'm up and I'm in the gym, and I'm eating better, I'm studying, I'm focused. And I think it came from the willingness of knowing and choosing better. Shalia mentioned this to me earlier, and she's like, she is somebody, me being me, She is somebody who values herself and who is able to choose better. And I think it's so beautiful when you're able to choose better. You know what you've had, you know what you have been enduring and fighting through and kind of, protecting yourself against. And it's just like, regardless of anything, I'm able to choose better. And I'm so, so proud of myself. I think this is a moment where I give myself my flowers, where I show all parts of me and speak with so much conviction, and I'm able to have this depth to me. Like, it really does get deep. Like, I'm beyond my past. I'm beyond, you know, the small role. I am I've surpassed myself, you know? And it's like you have to see the bigger picture. We are a part of a huge, huge, huge playing role in life. We've chose this. We came back for this. And it's like you cannot sit here and play. You can't sit here and play about your future. You can't sit here and play about your money. Like, the time is now. Usually I'm always speaking about healing, but it's beyond healing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we've made it to a point. If you've been doing the work, you know that life wants nothing more from you than to actually live it, to explore every crevice, every corner of your life. You know, I think it's like I hold the power now, you know? It's not impossible, bro. I truly believe that this is my winning season. It's beyond it's beyond a it's beyond a purpose. It's beyond everyday life. It is my fulfillment. It is my soul's journey. I have no other purpose in this world but to live my truth. We've talked about so many things on this channel before. And I know it gets to a point where you change so much and you're finally there. And of course things are challenging because, like, life doesn't stop, right? But at the same time, you're standing in the very spot where you have prayed to be without even knowing it. So be grateful for at least having a roof. Be grateful for eating. Hold on, because they got too much going on over here. But be grateful for eating. Be grateful for a roof over your head. Be grateful for the clothes on your back. Be grateful that you can breathe. Stop victimizing. Like, I keep saying it, like, stop victimizing yourself, because once you remember that you forgot, it's back to remembrance. I hope that makes so much sense. But I truly do believe that it starts with a clean vessel. Cleanse yourself physically, spiritually. Stop doom scrolling. Stop eating bullshit. You know you're not supposed to be eating that. You know, try to sync up with your circadian rhythm. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but it's like, stop eating past a certain time and, you know, create that flow in your life. Create that movement that's gonna make you embody what you're meant to embody. You're a queen, you know, you're a goddess, you're a king, you know. And my kingdom is peace. Like, I feel like I also do want to highlight and mention that during this time, especially if you have been viewing yourself and know that you are in a place in your life where you're no longer attached to your old self and you have let that go and that's just not who you are, people are going to try to challenge you when it comes to that and make you feel and make you think, oh, you were this at one point, remember? People are going to try you on some funny shit. Like, people are going to test you. People are going to, even life, regardless of anything, that's when you know that you have centered yourself, you have grounded yourself, and you're able to move in a way that's just godly. When nothing challenges you but life. When people, because by that point it's like people will talk and you will completely like cancel them out. It's almost like they're not there. It doesn't matter, it doesn't move you, it doesn't even make you feel away. The only thing that challenges me at this point is just like, just life happening. But if it's that, then I'm okay with it because I control my life. Nobody else controls my life for me. You see what I'm saying? So when you're able to create that narrative for yourself and create your life quite literally, because you do have that power, you do have that will, it's not impossible to love yourself. My friend said the T is self-love. And when she said that, I said that's the greatest form of tea. The T is self-love. Like, love yourself so much to the point where your cup is overflowing. Set those boundaries. And if you don't know how to set those boundaries, listen to yourself. I always tell y'all this, but listen to yourself. You know what's best for you. You know what you're supposed to be doing, what you're not supposed to be doing. But first, you must cleanse. You have to cleanse of people that you don't even want to. It starts very small. It could be you unfollowing people in social media that you don't want to follow anymore. Stop talking to people that you don't want to talk to. Shit, change your number. That's what I did. I was like, I'm starting new. I'm good. And I think that there was this that I had been at an event not that long ago, and I remember mentioning the fact that I changed my number, and this girl was like, "Oh my God, really? Like, you changed your number? Like, I wish I could do that." I was like, "Girl, yeah, I'm not attached to nothing but myself. You know, I'm attached to bettering myself. I'm attached to embodying everything that has to do with my well-being and my spirit and my guides." I do want to say that at this time there is a lot of people who are walking in a way that's who they've always meant to be. And once you're awake, you can't fall back asleep. And I hope that makes sense. I hope this served you as some type of confirmation. And I will be back real soon. I won't let it be 2 weeks. I won't let it be 2 weeks because I miss talking. I have so much to say. I'm trying to think of anything else that I do want to say. We are meant to evolve in a way that's pure ascension. For the next time that we're here, we don't have to do as much work. Respectfully. Because, here, I think I've said what I needed to say. I've had a few things. Hold on, let me see if I have something in my iPad. Something's telling me to pick up my iPad. So let me do that. I had a concept written down, and it was for 3, and I'm gonna show y'all what some of my notes kind of look like. But on here, I put grieving is beautiful. And it's so ironic because there were so many things that I let go of when I got to the Lionsgate portal, that I kind of just did my burning ritual and I burned all my whatever I felt like I needed to let go of. And I think grieving comes in so many different ways. You know, you grieve your past self, you grieve your childhood, you grieve habits, you grieve a blanket, you grieve so many things, and it essentially prepares you to evolve. When you're letting something go, when you're letting things be dead, be, just die, it's a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? And grief is so intertwined with nature, and how nature dies and is reborn again every single year. And it just shows how connected humans are with nature, and how you have to get accustomed to grieving. Grieving is a part of life. Grieving is the only way to really ascension. You have to let go of so many things to be able to get to that point. There's really levels to this shit, like really. Let things fall apart in this season. Be so controlled and be so grounded and embody that godliness in you, to the point where if the rug was pulled underneath you, it doesn't even matter. You're able to stand tall, you're able to stand strong in those. I want you to know that you're here, we're here, I'm here, and it's a beautiful place to be in. Thank you so much for coming back. I think I've said everything that I needed to say. I hope that resonated with somebody. I hope that touched somebody. And let's live a more fulfilled life. Let's stop downplaying ourselves. Let's take up space. Like, the time is now, and we're here. So there's no excuses. I'm sending you so much love, so much gratitude, so much positive energy and light. And I'll see you next time. I'm look so crazy, kind of like kissing my camera right now. So I'm not gonna do that, but I'm sending you a huge kiss. So yeah. Bye.